Are you tired of being charged for an office or desk space that you never stepped foot into? Tired of being forced to pay for technology that you will never use? Sick to your stomach over the tens of thousands of dollars you pay to your brokerage every single year? What if you received a payout when you help your company make money? In addition to your commission, of course, wouldn't it be great to have some buy-in where you actually have ownership in the brokerage you are aligned with? Are you tired of growing the brokerage you're at but not getting anything in return? Are you frustrated with your brokerage being all up in your business, requiring you to come into the office for meetings or telling you how you should be running your business? Do you find it hard to get help or answers? Or maybe there's no relevant training available to you when you need it? Or are the other agents in your office unwilling to help each other because you are all in competition for the same business or market? If you have found yourself thinking any of these things, this video is for you. My name is Christian Harris. I run the C-Town team in Seattle, Washington, and co-run the Ohana Homes team in sunny Southwest Florida. Regarding my credentials, as it were, to talk on this topic, I have personally experienced most of these frustrations myself. I owned my own independent brokerage in Seattle for 3 years before moving my brokerage to a team model over to eXp Realty for 4 years, and have now been with the Real Broker for the last year. And I finally found I found my forever brokerage home. In case you don't already know, both eXp and Real are cloud or virtual companies, two of the largest actually for that model, meaning that they don't have any physical office spaces, which substantially reduces their overhead, leaving more money to go back into the company's innovation, tech, and back to the agents in the form of stock awards, financial production awards, and revenue share, which can all be very substantial and are in addition to the commission which you receive from selling houses. Now, I have helped many agents all over the country and even Canada to solve these issues in their business through partnering with us at Real Broker. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through each of these pain points and frustrations that are unfortunately pretty common for agents at traditional or legacy franchise real estate brokerage models. And then I'm going to talk to you about how the newer and fastest growing cloud model, and in this case I'm going to use the specifics of the Real Brokerage model, and I'm going to talk about how this solves these frustrations with their updated, innovative, and agent-centric model. Now let's start off with one of the ones that has been highlighted the most ever since COVID, when people couldn't work from an office space. Are you tired of being charged for an office or desk space that you don't use? So many agents work from home or coffee shops anymore that the idea of having a physical office space is becoming increasingly common. Not to mention, a lot of agents love to be able to save the money to not have to pay for the office space that they're not using. And I think this is likely part of the reason that Real has become the fastest publicly traded real estate brokerage in the world, all without having a single recruiter on the company's payroll. At the time of this recording, there's over 25,000 Real agents in North America. Now, what about this one? Are you tired of being forced to pay for technology that you will never use? I know I, for one, never liked having to pay a technology fee every month for subpar tech that my brokerage charged me for, whether I used it or not. Now, gone are those days with Real Broker, because they are spending their resources creating innovative, AI-driven tech that agents actually want to use, and that actually makes your real estate business easier and more efficient, and they don't charge agents extra for it. Real's back office system is called Rezen, like R-E-Z-E-N, like Real Estate Zen, and has everything you need in one place on your app on your mobile or accessible in your web browser. It's super intuitive and easy to use. When you log in, the dashboard automatically goes to your onboarding checklist with an overview of all your business financials. You have real-time visibility on where you are in reaching your cap or elite status. Your revenue share organization network is all available there, as well as your transaction management system, Real Wallet, which I'll talk about shortly, your wealth plan, internal communication platform called WorkVivo, your marketing center, and Real Academy for all of your live and on-demand training. We have over 50 hours of training available every week. Now, this may sound a little overwhelming, but the takeaway from this is that the platform is really well thought out, easy to use, and intuitive, and you can access everything you need from Real in one place. Now, maybe you've been looking at your financials and you're sick to your stomach over the tens of thousands of dollars you pay your brokerage every single year. And for what? What are you receiving in return for all that money that you're giving them? Many brokerages have split cap models to the tune of $21,000 to $30,000, $40,000 per year that you'll be paying your brokerage before you cap. Some brokerages don't even have caps. I've heard of agents paying 6 figures to the brokerage every year. That's insane to me. By comparison, Real has a very competitive 85-15 split to a $12,000 cap, which means that once you earn 80,000 GCI in a year, you have reached your cap, and everything after that will be 100% of your commission minus a nominal transaction fee. Now, if you're on a team at Real, you can have a half cap of only $6,000 every year, which is how we have our Ohana teams in Southwest Florida set up. In addition to being able to keep more of your hard-earned commission with a low split and cap, Real provides production awards in the form of stock gifts, and they have their elite agent program. Where if you're a baller producer, Real will actually automatically gift you $16,000 in stock back. In order to hit this elite agent status, you have to hit your cap of $12,000 and then sell an additional 21 properties on top of that. Or if you're in a market at a higher price point, $500,000 in GCI. So if you do the math on that, that's $12,000 cap plus $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees. So a total of $18,000. And if you hit that, they're gonna gift you back $16,000 in stock. They're practically paying you to be at the brokerage. It's almost a wash for the year. But on top of that, they give you the option of earning an additional $8,000 in stock if you participate in their cultural award program by doing something giving back, like teaching a class every month in the Real Academy. Real is basically paying you to be at the company instead of the other way around. Now I know a lot of companies you've been with to probably give you, this nice little plaque to put on the wall or put on your desk when you hit a certain production milestone, but for me, I'd rather get that back in the form of stock or money or some other financial incentive. I'll take the kudos and the money. Thank you very much. Now moving on, what if you received a payout when you help your company make money? Wouldn't it be great to have some buy-in when you actually have ownership in the brokerage? Now I bring this up because Real is an agent-owned brokerage. As you sell homes like you would anywhere else, they gift you stock at certain milestones. Like when you sell your first house every year, when you cap, when an agent you bring on sells their first house every year, they give you a certain amount of shares in Real stock when you hit those milestones. Now I love a good pat in the back for a job well done or being a top producer, but wouldn't it be better to get this in the form of thousands of dollars in stock rewards? At Real, we have an optional stock purchase plan that you can opt into where you have 5% of your commission payment go directly to buy RX stock, which is Real stock, with a 10% bonus. It's like free money, like a matching 401k program. And after you cap, it's an even more lucrative option with a 20% stock bonus. And all of this can be seen and accessed in real time in your Real wallet, which is the first of its kind fintech for the industry, which shows me my cash balance that comes from my revenue share, shows me my stock, and my upcoming revenue share payment that hasn't been made yet, and then all my financial transactions that are in addition to my production. My production numbers and commission income are on a separate page on the dashboard. And on top of that, Real also provides you with a physical debit card that you can use that taps into this account in real time. So the more you use it, the more points you get, and you can use those points to offset certain costs like transaction fees. Now another frustration I hear from other agents quite a bit is, are you tired of growing the brokerage you're at without getting anything in return? I have so many agent friends who have brought on agents to their company and get little more than a thank you or maybe a token gift card. I know that the topic of recruiting can be a sensitive one in this industry, as a certain large cloud company has earned itself a bad reputation with questionable recruiting practices like cold calling or hiring ISAs and other recruiting tactics that don't involve any sort of connection or relationship. Feels very salesy and gross. And all of this is strictly prohibited at Real Broker. Did you know I actually regularly receive recruiting calls from the same brokerage I was at multiple times a week? There's a reason I'm not at that company anymore. Just saying. But the bottom line of this is, like it or not, we're all recruiters in a sense. Most agents I've ever met, likely you as well, we like to promote the company we're with. If we are having success, we want to invite other agents along to have success as well. If you're ever asked by another agent where they should hang their license, you more than likely will tell them to join your company brand that you're at the time. And that's totally fine, but you get nothing for it. The company takes their split and you get a gift card, maybe, and now you have another competing agent in your office. But Real rewards these company growers with what we call revenue share. It's built into the financial model. Here's how it works. If I'm friends with another real estate agent and I have a relationship with them and I think that Real would be a good fit for them and they think the same thing and they end up joining under me, naming me as their sponsor, they join my first level in my network, or tier 1 you might call it. Anytime they close a transaction, I would receive 5% of the 15% of their cap that would normally go to Real Broker. If I help them to be successful and they cap, I will have made a total additional amount of passive income of $4,000 each year that they cap. And if they bring on someone, they have the same potential to make that money as well, and that new person is now at my tier 2, where I'm making 4% off the company's 15% for every closing, up to $3,200 per year if they cap, and so on. This is a real game changer because not only can it add up to a lot of additional money, but it's key to why Real's culture is so open and collaborative. It rewards and encourages relationships and helps other agents. Real was super smart here when they made their revenue share structure because it incentivizes relational agent attraction. When they made their first level of revenue share organization the most lucrative to build out, they know you're going to have a relationship with those people. The model encourages and rewards building relationships and going broad in your network. Now, other cloud models, like the large company I came from before this, has their model structured so that you make the most off your 6th and 7th level, where there's no chance of you having a relationship or being able to help those agents in any meaningful way. That model incentivizes going deep instead of Real, which goes broad. Now, as a side note, it's important to clarify that Real is a real estate company first and foremost. They have production requirements for their agents to be able to participate in revenue share. Their focus is to help their agents sell homes. Revenue share is great, but you need to have revenue first before you have anything to share. Now, I bring this up because the other large cloud brokerage that I used to be with does not have any production requirements for their agents. And there's some major recruiters there at that company that have never sold real estate in their life, or some that haven't sold anything in years. They spend all their time recruiting and trying to get others to do the same. That company has justly earned their reputation as a company that is all about recruiting, and most agents I know don't want any part of that. Now let's get out there and help our clients buy and sell some houses. Now, before I move on to the last couple points, if this video has been helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment below with your thoughts. If you have any additional questions about if a move to a cloud brokerage like Real would be a good fit for you, click on the link in the description below to schedule your confidential consultation with me. Okay, so on to our next point. Have you been frustrated with your brokerage being all up in your business, requiring you to come into the office for meetings, or telling you how you should be running your business? Many agents just want to be left alone and run their business the way they want. They want autonomy and freedom. But on the other hand, even if you want to be left alone, you certainly want to be able to get help or answers quickly when you have questions. But maybe you're looking for a community of like-minded agents to do business and life with. Now, the nice thing is that Real has all of this covered for you. They don't pester you about your business or hound you to sell more homes. Between Leo AI and the super accessible managing broker team in each state and the WorkVivo community, you can get help and find answers super easily and quick. And to top it off, you can find any number of classes, courses, or niche mastermind groups in the platform of Real Academy directly from your all-in-one Reason login for any of your live or on-demand training needs. Now, cloud brokerage may not be a good fit for you and your needs in your business, but if you have any additional questions or if you'd like me to go over your business with you and see if a cloud brokerage model may be a good fit for what you're looking for, feel free to click the link in the description below for your confidential consultation, and I'll see you in the next video.